What's up, NASCAR Authentics fans? David Land here, and you're looking at Wave 5 of the SpinMaster NASCAR Authentics diecast line early. It's crazy. I actually found these. I've had a really successful last couple of days in terms of NASCAR Authentics collecting. Not only did I stumble upon this Wave 5, one of the first people to find it out in the wild, I also found this yesterday. And for those of you who don't know, this is the Gen 5 or COT Joey Logano Dollar General Toyota. This is considered one of the rarest NASCAR Authentics, just ahead of the Kurt Busch Shell car. It was just sitting on the shelf and I realized what it was and I picked it up. So not only did I find that, but I found Wave 5 at Meijer. It was just sitting on the shelf. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, at DLand91, you would already know this story, but I'll tell it anyway on this video to let everybody else know. These didn't ring up at the checkout, and so I went through a whole process just for you guys, just to be able to review this thing. So that was crazy and awkward. And I'm also going to plug my Facebook page here, at facebook.com/DavidLand on YouTube. Also, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Obviously, I do every single wave of NASCAR Authentics, and I do a lot of other stuff that you enjoy. Also, give the video a like if you liked it. And let's get into this review, shall we? All right, here we go, the close-up of Wave 5. We're going to start with this car, the 2014 Dover Race Winners segment, Jimmie Johnson, car number 48, the Kobalt Tools variation. There's the box. I know a lot of Jimmie Johnson fans out there unfortunately got knocked out of the chase in the Talladega elimination round, but nonetheless Johnson fans are incredibly loyal. This car was released, a similar car to this was released in the very first wave of the Gen 6 cars, way back in the fall of 2013. So, and I've got that car here. We'll take a look at it. Weird thing going on with my camera there. Probably edit that out. Maybe not. Maybe will, maybe not. Maybe you guys will just sit there for that whole awkward second while I was figuring out what the heck was wrong with my camera. So here we go. Let's take a look at the box first. Kobalt Tools, Lowe's. There you go. There's a look at the box. By the way, they changed this box. I didn't realize this. They changed this box from Wave 1 to the subsequent waves. They made the window much bigger. I figured I'd touch on that. And here's the car. As you can see, the correct window banner, as is so prevalent nowadays, thank goodness. The 48. They are running a red car. They either have already run it or they are planning to run a red Lowe's car, which is kind of a strange decision. A little bit of wear on the wheel there, the tire. And for some reason, some of these Jimmie Johnson cars, they get a little bit of the sticker, the decals don't seem to stick too well to them. I don't know why. So let's take a look at the improvements over the car that was released in Wave 1 2013. The most obvious is the window sticker. Also, the 48 has changed. It's become bigger and no longer has an outline. And of course, the most obvious thing when you're looking for all Hendrick cars between the 2013 and 2014 cars, Quaker State logo for 2013, Valvoline logo for 2014. There you go. The back end nearly the same except for the oil company logo. Never wants to focus on the back of these cars. I don't know why. And pretty much the same. Yeah, they have changed the 48 for fans of Jimmie Johnson. Did you guys know that? Did you even notice? It's much more solid now. It doesn't have an outline. Maybe that's just for the Kobalt Tools car. Who knows? Another car that was in that very first wave of 2013. One of the first Gen 6 cars I reviewed on this channel. Jeff Gordon, part of the fast food segment. That new segment that started in Wave 4, as you can see, looking very serious there. Here's the back. Restaurantation Rapide. That's fantastic. I think that's French, right? Yeah, that's the French, I do believe. That's the Spanish. Great paint scheme. I love this already. I've got the, and like I said, I've got the 2013 version here that I reviewed on this channel back in 2013. Let's pull her out there. Move some of that packaging. Take a closer look at the box. There you are. I really love the artwork. Looks great. Really looks great. That's why I use it. You can't really see it at the moment, but once I get some of these boxes out of it, that's why I use them stacked up as the background. Just looks fantastic. There you are. The Pepsi Max Chevy SS. Almost call it a Ford. What in the world was I thinking there? There you go. The 24. The famous 24. And this car actually has flames on it. Something that's kind of gone away from the Jeff Gordon cars in recent years. Little Pepsi logo's looking a little screwy there. Bit of bubbling on the... Something about these black cars, I think, these black Hendrick cars. They don't like it. So let's take a look at the 2013 version. Slightly bigger Pepsi Max Twitter logo. Correct windscreen. Virtually identical there. The Quaker State logo. And Chromax has been replaced by Exalta. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I didn't pronounce it right, it wouldn't be the first time I haven't pronounced something right on this channel. And there's the back, as you can see. Pretty much the same scheme, except for the fact that, again, the oil company logo has changed. I know you guys love the Hendrick Motorsports cars. So, will you be picking this one up? Did you pick the one up in 2013? It's one of my favorite paint schemes from Jeff Gordon, as I've said before, said numerous times before. Now that they're making new Star Wars movies, hopefully it means we'll get another Star Wars Pepsi car. Unless Star Wars decides to align with Coke, because Disney owns it now. Great looking car. Always a classy one to add to the collection. Now, let's go with one that a lot of people have been excited about, surprisingly. I didn't know there were that many Harvick fans. Fast food segment, Kevin Harvick. Car number 4, the freaky fast Jimmie John's car. As you can see. Here's the back of the box. A lot of people excited about this one, probably because we can have a Budweiser car, and I think this is the second most used of his paint schemes. We have had a Kevin Harvick in the number 4 beforehand, the Outback Steakhouse car from the very first wave of 2014. But this is the first Harvick car we have gotten since then. So let's take him out of the box and check out what a lot of people are anticipating. Alright, let's pop him out of there. Okie doke. A lot of black cars in this wave. This is kind of the black car wave. Number 4, Freaky Fast Jimmie John's. As you take a look at the box, like I said, I love that artwork. You saw my face. Means I've got good lighting. Alright. Now, we have had a Jimmie John's car before, but it was released in 2012, and it was on the COT body. And we'll take a look at this car. Yeah, I can see why Harvick fans would want this one, because it kind of has the Budweiser colors. So if you're a fan of Kevin Harvick, this is the closest representation to the main paint scheme that you're going to get. Oh yeah, and I've got this car. This was one of the first cars I reviewed on the channel, or featured on the channel. As you can see how this has evolved, also how NASCARs have evolved. This one, somebody pointed out to me way back then, is a rare variant, or maybe not rare, but it's got, if you can see, Hendrick Motorsports on the headlight there. See? Right down there. So, I don't know if that's rare or valuable or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But here's the Jimmie John's car. Let's take a look at that. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Pretty much all the stuff I say at the beginning of my video, minus Instagram. Not really, I don't understand Instagram. So there you go. Jimmie John's car. Oh, did I call it Jimmie Johnson car? That would have been funny. Alright, and we'll go on to the next one. Alright, the Future Star segment. Dow Jones car, which, didn't I say in the last review? I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but I remember saying, I really want the Dow Jones car. The one that qualified on pole at Daytona, and sure enough, here it is in the second wave. Or, not the second wave, but the fifth wave. The very next wave after the Cheerios car, Austin Dillon, and his signature is on this one, so he can sign his name. Also on Facebook I called him Ty Dillon, which was really silly of me. My bad. Alright, let's crack him open. Maybe. Having a hard time with that. It's not a clean tear, guys. He'll probably go flying out. I don't want to do that, though. Alright. Let's pull him out there. Move the packaging. And show you some packaging. Future Star segment. Love that purple. Looks great. The red number 3. And here we go. The Dow Jones Austin Dillon 3 car. Looks great. I have to say, looks great. I am a big fan of this paint scheme. And no, not because it's black, white, and red, because everybody will be, oh, it looks like Dale Earnhardt's car. A little bit wonky American Ethanol logo. We'll have to see if it, yeah, it's straight on this one, so a little bit weird on the paint scheme. But again, I have to stress, I did buy the very first set I saw of these. So yours might be, as they move down the line, better quality controlled. Dow Jones. Now that looks very Earnhardt. Very Earnhardt. So you can tell there was some inspiration there. Whether or not you think his pole position for the Daytona 500 was because he ran this paint scheme or not, that's up to you to decide. Personally, I don't believe in a lot of the conspiracy theories that people throw around about NASCAR. Just for fun comparison's sake, here are the 2 Austin Dillon cars that have been released this year. Like I said, I like getting... probably my favorite segment, aside from the NASCAR Classics, has been this Young Drivers segment, or Future Star segment, excuse me. We've gotten a lot of good drivers, a lot of different drivers. It's kind of been nice to get those guys. Versus just the same Hendrick guys over and over and over again. But of course, the reason those Hendrick guys are in so much, like this guy, is because you guys buy them. You buy every one of them. You guys like the Hendrick guys, and rightfully so, because they're pretty good. New segment, the Test Series. We've seen a few test cars teased by SpinMaster on their Instagrams and Twitters, and this is the first one we get. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the test car for what I believe was his Daytona 500 winning paint scheme. We'll have to take a look at that, compare. This has potential as a series, but it also has potential to be peg warmers. So we'll have to see how this goes with this first car, whether it hangs around or whether people really are into buying test cars. What do you guys think? Are you going to pick up test cars? Will you cherry pick your favorite drivers if they make test cars of them? Or will you buy all of them? Because, or will you just use them as alternate paint schemes? Will you just kind of pretend that Dale Jr. runs a matte black and red car in some of your races? Who knows? I'd like to hear your thoughts. What you think of SpinMaster doing test cars. Alright, here we go. And it's a nice matte black finish. Decal application's much better than it is on the Pepsi Max or the Kobalt car. Little bit wonky on the hood here. Bright red. There you go. National Guard and Mountain Dew. And no contingency sponsors. That's interesting. No sponsors on the back, aside from the red stripe. You've got some sort of logo here on the back. Hendrick Motorsports 30th anniversary. And there you go, there's the other side. Not much to talk about because there's not many logos on there. As you can see. Nothing really on the bottom. I like the matte black finish. Of course, this is the third junior release. We've got the fourth one in this wave. And yeah, definitely, this is the test car for the Daytona 500 winner. As you can see, take a look at those. So will you guys be picking this up because it's the test car for the Daytona 500? Because it has that historical bit of significance? Let me know. That's neat. Of course, the other Dale Earnhardt Jr. that's been released this year was the Diet Mountain Dew car, which was in the last wave. Are we starting to get too many juniors, guys? I remember that was a problem in terms of SpinMaster's the last few years, so we'll see. We'll see. We're getting another junior here, ironically. The Great Racers segment. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kelly Blue Book car. And did this car win? I think this car won Pocono. Don't quote me on that. Again, I'm pretty bad with knowing where and when drivers won, but I'm pretty sure this car won this year. So that means we'll be seeing it in the Race Winners segment next year, right? Oh. But yeah, great looking car. Nice gold. I remember when this was revealed on Twitter, a lot of people were real excited about it. And maybe this will be a reoccurring thing next year, seeing as, like I've said in previous videos, and you probably know if you're a big junior fan, that the National Guard's going away next year for all motorsports, including IndyCar and NASCAR. So maybe we'll see more of the Kelly Blue Book car. So you can see a gigantic National Guard logo. That won't be there next year. The gold plated 88. And here's the car. Now, wow, really sparkly. I don't know if this is going to come across on the camera, but it's like metal flake gold. Blue. It kind of looks like a blue jean. Kind of looks like blue jeans. You know how they kind of have those gold speckles in there? That's what it kind of looks like. I think it looks really nice. This might be my favorite junior scheme this year. I don't know. It's very interesting. Looks nice. Looks real nice. But again, I stress, I think it'll be popular because Junior's winning this year. I think that may have been the problem with people not buying Juniors in the past. I mean, he's winning a ton. And of course, now here's something. What do you guys think of the chase? What do you guys think of how Junior, what happened to Junior in the chase? Especially considering his form at the last race at Martinsville that he won. Now, here's something interesting. No Chevy Ss Logo. I'm glad I caught that. Is that the way it is on the real car, or is this a mistake? Let me know. I think it kind of looks better. If it is a mistake, then let me know. But if it isn't, I think that looks nice. I think it kind of looks better. It looks cleaner. You can still tell that's a Chevy. Don't need to be told. The trusted resource. Is that way down there underneath Mountain Dew? Will it focus? I don't know what that is. I'm wasting time showing you that little tiny logo, which you can probably see blown up very big. So there you go. Kelly Blue Book Dale Earnhardt Jr. A lot of people excited about that. A lot of people excited about this one. And again, SpinMaster's making me eat my words because in the last review I said we'll probably never get Trevor Bayne in the 21 car. And what do? The very next segment, they released Trevor Bayne in the 21 car. Oh well, I'm not going to complain because I've been very excited to get this car, and a lot of people have been too. Of course, we've had Trevor Bayne released in the last wave in the form of a nationwide car, the Advocare number 6. And of course this car will go over to Ryan Truex next year, so it's kind of like this Bobby Labonte car that has kind of become the AJ Allmendinger car, I'm sure, for a lot of you who are playing and are making stop motions. This car will probably be popular regardless of whether the driver will be driving it next year, because it'll be around, and it's a great looking paint scheme. And they probably won't release one as Ryan Truex. Did I say Ryan Blaney? Oh, I'm so confused. Somebody tell me which one I got right. I think it was Ryan. I think Ryan Truex is actually going to be driving this car next year. I think I made a big boo boo, and I shouldn't have said that. If I said Ryan Blaney, I'm terribly sorry. I just love the purple. I just love the purple. Just makes this even more my favorite segment. The classic Wood Brothers 21, iconic. And here's the car. Oh yeah. Beautiful, clean, simple color scheme. Looks like a factory ride. In fact, Ford puts a lot of money into the Wood Brothers program. For whatever reason, well, it's because the Wood Brothers won so much in the early days for Ford. Really put them on the map. That and the Wood Brothers, the GT40 program at Le Mans, and Jim Clark running the Lotus Fords at Indianapolis. Those three combinations really put Ford on the map. And so they're repaying the Wood Brothers by keeping them in NASCAR, even if it's on a partial season. It's kind of unfortunate they didn't parlay the Daytona 500 win in 2011 into a little bit more success. Maybe that's down to the driver, maybe it's down to the team. We'll have to see when Trevor Bayne moves to the 6th car next year, replacing Carl Edwards' 99 at Roush. This is a great car. So glad to get, and I love these cars that aren't necessarily the cars you see up front every week, I should say. Just love it. These are the kind of cars I like to buy because they're the kind of cars that fill out your grid, make your collection really look complete. It's not just Jimmie Johnsons, it's not just Dale Juniors. You get your Trevor Baynes, you get your Bobby Labontes, and I love it. Hopefully, SpinMaster will continue this trend into next year. I don't know if we're going to get a Wave 6. This seems like kind of a tying up of loose ends. I know some people, especially Jay Logano fan 22 on Twitter, wants that AAA car they've shown a couple times, and I really want a Kyle Busch. We haven't had a Kyle Busch in the Gen 6 line yet. I don't know why. It's not like he's unpopular. I mean, people don't like him, but that doesn't mean people aren't going to buy his diecast. I mean, people are buying the Brad Keselowskis, and everybody hates him now for some reason. So, yeah, whatever. It's not my decision, but I'd really like to see a Kyle Busch. Maybe we'll see a Ryan Newman, too, seeing as he'll probably win the chase this year, not having a win and hardly ever getting any top fives for some reason. Oh, well. Again, that's a Brian France problem, not even a SpinMaster or a David Land problem. So, yeah. Let's do a close-up on all the cars in the wave, and I'll give you some final thoughts. So, Wave 5. What do you like? What didn't you like? What are you looking to pick up? What are you looking to avoid? I know what I like. I like this Trevor Bayne car. Of course, I like any of the, pardon my French, backmarkers teams. So I really like having cars to fill out the grid. I like the Austin Dillon car. I'm interested in the test car thing. I want to see what they do with it. Are you guys as confused as I am between Jimmie Johns and Jimmie Johnson? Boy, I think I had a few troubles with that today. Hopefully I didn't say it in the video. I'll have to see that in editing. But so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Also give this video a like. And if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. You get the videos in the feed. Also, to interact with me, because the YouTube comments are bad, hit me up on Twitter at DLand91 or on Facebook at facebook.com/DavidLand on YouTube. It's a lot easier to contact me on there versus YouTube, because YouTube it's very hard for creators to interact with fans these days. It's just the way it is. So that's Wave 5. I'm glad I get to showcase it to you guys. And hopefully you guys will be able to have a pretty easy time finding this. And we'll see if there's a Wave 6. If not, we'll see what's down the line for SpinMaster NASCAR Authentics. I really want to get some haulers, so hopefully that'll be the next video, unless there's a Wave 6 or a Wave 7 for 2014. So until that time, guys, see ya.